Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we're back on the Scimitar. It's got a cold start problem, so we need to investigate that. I've got a sneaky feeling it's the manual choke, because I need to get this out of the workshop so we can bring another project inside. Right, we're also still having starting problems. It starts and runs eventually, however it is very, very hard to get it going in the first place. And I think I found out why. Basically, the manual choke is not working whatsoever. Also, I'm no engineer, but I'm pretty sure that you do not have the spring attached to a piece of electrical wire around a hose. So we need to have a look at what on earth is going on there. Okay, right, let's see if we can get this started and then I'll show you what I mean regarding the manual choke. Okay, right, she's still very cold. We're going to go inside. I'm going to pull the choke cable and we'll see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Obviously not working and something's gone inside. Something's obviously popped off. Right, let's take a look at this choke. First of all, we'll have the K&N filter off to make things easier. And then we'll take off the choke cable and take it off the side of the carb and see if anything's popped off. Because I'm sure this was working when I bought it. Because I remember the previous owner said you only need to give it a quarter of a choke and it will start straight away. Which was doing. There we go. Okay, I'll just take off the lower part of the filter so we can get better access. Just make things a little bit easier. Up there. The stud came out entirely, so that's not a problem though. Obviously that's what they're supposed to do. Two more. It's nice and loose, that one. Nice one there. And let's take it off without losing those or dropping them down the carb. Beautiful. Okay, right, now we need to take the choke cable out and see if there's anything popped off and behind this. I can also see, when you see the operation of the choke, the butterfly valves are moving, but they're not operating as they should. I think, looking at it, if you can see there, I think that should be down there behind this, because it's fouling there. It's not allowing the choke to pull the butterfly valves. So we need to undo all of this, have a look, and see if we can solve that. Just be very careful, because everything's got tiny little screws. We don't want to lose any of them or drop them into the engine, do it? Right, let's undo the choke cable. That should just slide out. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I've never done one of these in my life. But it can't be that hard. As long as I go nice and slowly, we should be all right. Right, let's undo these screws. Again, very slowly, because I do not want to lose these whatsoever. One. One there, and there's one underneath. Okay, everything's starting to smooth off. Come on, yeah, got it. Right, there's one more under there. It's hard to see actually, I'm getting blinded by the light. Okay, feel it. Everything's starting to move. Let's put the screwdriver down. Need 2 hands for this. There we go, I can see it now. Right. Right, now they're off. Should just be able to pull this off. There we go. So that's just a cover. Let's take that off completely. Okay, let's put that out of the way. There we go. Right, anything on here out of place? No, that looks all good to me. Right, let's put that to one side so it's nice and safe. Right, next up, what can we see? Is it this mechanism here? I think it is, because they should go backwards and forwards. So let's take that off there. Right, anything in there that's causing it to not move? No. It's got a sneaky feeling it is that bit right there. So we need to undo that one, and that one. I think we need to reset that. I think it's just somehow come up over the top of that, or someone's been playing with it before I bought it. Right, let's undo these nice and carefully. Look like they're a little bit bigger, but they're obviously in cast, so we do not want to break these or over tighten them when we do it all up, because then we will have issues. I've also just noticed that I haven't replaced this fuel regulator hose, so I need to do that at some point. And that's one thing I missed. All right, there's one. Comes the second one. And the final one. All right, I'm going to put my hand there because just in case I don't want anything pinging off or disappearing, because I have not got a clue what's behind here. Right, okay, is that going to stay there on its own? Yes, stay. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so do these operate? And that's down. Ah, yes, they do. So, I've got a sneaky feeling that does need to be behind there. So somehow it's come up there. How's that possible without it have been taken apart? Okay, let's set those to that. And then, if that was bolted up, that is now moving. So I think that was our problem. Everything seems to be all right now. So if we just screw that back into place, put everything on, hopefully we've got the manual choke back. Okay, right, let's go for our first start with hopefully the manual choke now working. Okay, well it starts, but far too much choke. Right, let's just adjust the cable. Obviously went the wrong way with that one. You learn. Like I said, I've never done a carb before. Right, so in theory, we need to be there, don't we? Do we? There, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Let's try that, shall we? Okay, take two. Let's try again. Okay, something's not right. Okay, right, I think we've got it. I've had a play with the choke cable and a couple of the adjuster screws, and now when you operate the throttle cable, that bit there isn't pinging down, which means the manual choke operation is still working. So in theory, we should be there and we should be able to get this started and it should idle again. Right, as we can see, ignition on. There we go. Manual choke is operating nicely. And if I hit the throttle pedal, again, the choke is not resetting itself, which is perfect. All right, let's go for a start. Let's go for full choke. Oh, look at that. First time. Beautiful. I'll leave the choke closed for the moment. Whoa, it's all right. My big fat knee. Let's close the choke a bit, open it up a bit. Do a few revs. I think we're in business again. See if it'll idle on its own. Yes, it does. Right, I think we've got it. That's idling absolutely spot on. It was literally just a couple of screws that have just lost slight adjustment, because obviously it hasn't been run for a while. But now that is running as sweet as can be. Trying to crack on and get all the other jobs done now. Well happy with that. Right, I'm glad to say we've sorted that little problem. At least it starts and runs now first time, so I can get this thing out of the workshop, bring the next one in, and we'll crack on with that. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, or even subscribe. Until next time, cheerio.